Oh, you're talking everything
Yeah.
changes. This is for YouTube.
On YouTube.
Studio.
That's international.
There's only 7 people watching. Are they copying?
Yeah. So send it back. Just put it on. Paste it.
Last time to see if it's true. That doesn't
We tell everybody that this is a problem because everybody's putting on WhatsApp.
Nirandran Chronicle, once again, respect elders, dear brothers and sisters. Under sad circumstances that we gather here to pay our final respects to our dear father, Nirandran, Poobalan, Munthree, known to everyone as Manuel. He used to be and his loving family, his wife, his beautiful daughters. At this juncture, we call forward the first speaker, the nephew Hussein. He's going to come through and be a tribute to our dear father.
How do you distill a lifetime of memories and experiences into a short speech? It's an honor to hold the responsibility of speaking on the solemn occasion about my dear uncle Nirandran Munthree, known to everyone as Manuel. But please bear with me, as I feel as though it is an enormous challenge to put everything I want to say about such a magnificent man into one single speech. Ladies and gentlemen, dearest family and friends, I am Hashim and I am Manuel's eldest nephew. Those who know the Munthree family would know the close and indelible bond my grandfather Jeff and late grandmother Ruby had with their 3 children. To many it would have appeared that Amma was smitten with her 2 daughters. However, the closest people to her knew of her unfailing affinity and great love for her only son, Manuel. Manuel was the only person who could have his mother hang on to every word he said. Her eyes lit up, her heart sang when she saw him, and he equally for her. What an amazing mother and son relationship they shared. Amma would beam with pride when speaking of the man he was, and the life he created for his wife and daughters. So too, Akka to this day felt honored to call Manuel his son, and was immensely proud of all the successes that he achieved on his own. Manuel was a family man, and not just in relation to his wife and daughters, whom he was besotted with, but also recognized the importance of family when it came to his parents and sisters, nephews and nieces. He would always do his utmost to make us all feel included, with his videos, pictures, and phone calls to check in. One thing that I always admired about my uncle was he was a person who never had to find time to reach out to those in need, but always made the time. Even though he had endured many health challenges in his life, it never stopped him from expressing who he truly was, a kind, compassionate, helpful, and big-hearted human. The truth is that nothing was too much of a challenge for Manuel. He was very attentive and would listen to everyone's problems and offer solutions to them. He was the one person in our family who was so well connected and always knew someone who could get the job done. The hordes of people whom we have seen over the past few days and today's gathering here be a testimony to the selfless man he was and the impact he had on all our lives. My relationship with him was solidified over the last few years when I set up practices of my own. He would just walk in and advise me about what needed to be done, and so too how to do it. He inadvertently grew me and taught me how to face any mountain with tenacity and resilience. We will also miss my dear uncle with a great sense of humor that was ingrained in him. Truly speaking, there was never a dull moment with him around. He would make some of the silliest jokes, which were coupled with his hearty laugh that could make everyone smile, even if they were going through some of the toughest times. He also had a brilliant culinary flair, and if Manuel could not excel as a top businessman in his career, he definitely would have made an amazing chef. We will miss the mouth-watering cooking videos and all the opportunities that we had to share in these opportunities that we had to share together. I saw a quote that read, "The life given to us by nature is short, but the memory of a life well spent is eternal." My uncle has left a legacy that will surely live on in our lives and hearts forever. We will miss you, dear brother, son, father, uncle, and friend. May your soul enjoy a peaceful journey to your final place of rest until we meet again.
Muruga,
At this point, we'd like to call forward Ricardo, who is a friend and colleague of our dear father. We'd like to pay a tribute. Thank you.
Before I start, I'd like to read a letter addressed to my mom. My dear son, we have always been together at good times and bad. Today you are leaving this earth without me, but someday I will meet you again. May God reward you with a peaceful afterlife. We have shared so many wonderful memories driving through the country for days on end. Sometimes weeks away from our families, trying to establish ourselves in the funeral industry. You will always be in my heart forever. I always thought we would look back on our tears and laugh, but never thought that I would look back on our laughter alone. No words can express how sad I feel. The relationship we shared started when we met in Les Royals High Secondary School. It makes me sad remembering all these times we shared for so many years. I would say goodbye to you many times in anger and many regrets. you are no more with me. I think of the times of all the great and crazy things we used to do, where very few people would understand our brotherly relationship. You are in my heart forever, Anna. I wish so much not to cry the way I did hearing of your passing, while thinking of the many things I didn't manage to say to you. This is my biggest regret. My baby brother, I will always love you forever and look forward to meeting you someday in the afternoon. Dear Manuel, it's difficult to put into words all that you mean to me and the SAFS team. I will miss the countless jokes, the pick-me-ups, the happiness and laughter you always brought to me. The passion you had for the people in your life, your clients, your friends, your work colleagues. You lived life to the fullest and was always the life of any party. I will miss our playful antics and often humorous calls. Rest well, my brother, knowing that you always did your best for your family, your girls and trio. To the Munthree family, condolences from the following day. The entire SAFS team, from their clients, from our international clients, to name a few. Mr. Raphael from Tanzania, Mr. Vijay and Mr. Duncan from Botswana, Mr. Ice and Diana from Namibia, Mr. Batsarai from Zimbabwe. Yes, well.
We now have a speaker, a childhood friend, school friend, Mr. Sanjeev, who will come to the introduce you your father Nirandran.
On behalf of my family, Belinda, Tian, and Tracer, the Reggie's friends, and the class of 87, I extend our deepest condolences to Manuel's wife, Priya, his daughters, Priyanka and Nishta, his dad, Uncle Jeff, sisters, Michelle and Jackie, and their respective families who are all hurting from this loss. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sanjeevi Naidu, a long-standing friend and brother to Manuel. It is both heartbreaking and an honor to stand here today to reminisce and pay tribute to Manuel. My relationship with Manuel began at the age of 6 on the playground of Doris Primary. Our friendship goes back a long way. It includes the mischievous era of primary school as well as the experimental high school phase. In short, we had a whole world of wonderful memories. While preparing this tribute, I realized that Manuel and I shared the same class from early primary school right up to our matric year, give or take a couple of years. Usually seated right at the back of the class, plotting his next prank, and as a result, we also shared many trips to the principal's office. Our friendship entered a new level when I started to date his cousin, and Manuel made it quite clear that I needed his approval. Belinda and Manuel shared a really special bond, and he proudly played the role of big brother and protector throughout their childhood. Fortunately, I had earned his thumbs up. We started off as friends and then became family. I must also make mention that Manuel had a multitude of friends, all very close to him. Manuel had the ability to engage with various groups and form solid friendships. His whole crew from Badia Avenue, Abangwe. Manuel had a way of making people feel seen and valued. His presence brought joy and laughter to every gathering. Manuel's sense of humor and ability to lighten the mood was truly one of a kind. Tributes from the class of 87 all speak of his mischievous, bubbly humor, vibrant energy, generosity, and his love for music and dancing. Whenever you chat with Manuel, you can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia, as he was full of humorous stories that easily took us back to our teenage years. One member of our group aptly described Manuel as an absolute hoot, always showing up with his authentic self. In reflecting on Manuel's life, it is clear he leaves behind a legacy of love, kindness, and friendship. He will be dearly missed. And never forgotten. So let us honor his memory and embody the same qualities he exemplified by continuing to spread the light that he brought into our lives. Manuel, thank you, dear friend, for all the wonderful memories. We are blessed to have shared this journey with you. Till we meet again.
now call for the last speaker, who's Ganishta, that was prepared to reach her dad.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nishka, and to my dad, I was Papa. For those of you who don't know, I'm the only introvert in a family of extroverts. Needless to say, this means that delivering this speech is very difficult. I know you can't see them, but my hands are shaking and my heart is pounding. And the reason I'm still here, and the reason why I'm determined to fight my fear is because it is important for my sister, Akka, and I that you know our dad the way we did. But the difficulty of delivering this speech is nothing compared to the difficulty of being a parent, the difficulty of being a dad. When we are born alone. As we grow, we are responsible for only ourselves, and as adults we make decisions that directly impact us as individuals. We pay for consequences from our own conscience. All this changes the day you become a parent. As a parent, every door you open and every door you close maps a journey through this life, not only for yourself, but also for the life you have brought into this world. This is where the difficulty starts. Ask yourself, how do you know which door will lead you to the greatest opportunities? How does a parent navigate their child on the pursuit of happiness? To find an answer, I prayed. But I think God was a bit caught up receiving my dad in heaven, so I asked Google instead. Google defines a good parent as one that makes decisions in the best interests of their child, and a great parent as one that isn't only defined by their actions, but also by their intentions and intuition about how their child is feeling. When I read this, I found myself thinking, hey Google, that's just like my dad. I could go on about my childhood and how my father would turn bath time into an adventure by throwing us over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes while singing rhymes and lullabies, or how he would meticulously plan every vacation we took, making sure that we had enough time to visit the zoo, go for a swim, and still make it back to the hotel for a ride. But these are all common things we know dads do. Where my father is unmatched by even Google standards of a great parent was in his intention. There is not a whisper, a cry, a greeting, or an instruction that left my father's lips with any intention other than to raise the greatest children. My father was not shy in expressing the magnitude of his love. Let's be honest, he wasn't shy about anything at all. He was blatant in the way he would sacrifice for our happiness and unapologetic about the lengths he would go to in keeping us safe. Whether that meant making his voice the loudest in the room, being sharp with his tone, harsh with his words, and liberal with his tears. You can imagine that as children this could have rubbed us the wrong way, and so we lived with the mantra, don't make daddy angry by doing things you know daddy said is wrong. But then even daddy's little girls had to grow up, and as we evolved, so did our relationship with our father. Slowly, our mantra was replaced with don't do anything without letting daddy know, because daddy knows all. From this mantra grew a relationship that exceeded any relationship we could have imagined between daddy and his girls. When we entered our 20s, our father became our dream catcher. He paid attention to what our dreams were and what they looked like. He asked us what kind of people we wanted to be in this world, and did everything he could to make sure those dreams came true. Akka dreamed of being a doctor. and he made that dream a reality. I was unsure of where my dreams were leading me, but my daddy made sure I knew that no dream was too small. He cast a net so large that I knew no matter how big or small, whatever I dreamed, he would catch them all. We saw him as our protector. Akka and I have this tendency to trust too easily. You could say that we believe the best out of everybody, so when the world would rear its ugly head and we came across a world that was not the best in return, our protector would shield us and build a wall between the good and the bad. Sometimes this meant that he would carry the burden of a bad world on his shoulders so that we could fearlessly welcome the good with open arms. And he did that with a smile. We always felt like he was a friend. Most of the dialogue from Bollywood movies and stories from your parents about their parents and grandparents share a common thread, that through the ages there has always been a solid distinction and boundary between that of a parent and child. That thread was shred to pieces the day our dad became the man we could go to for advice about daily life. Whether it be conflict at work, how to impress a boy, a worthy boy, how to appear confident. Although my sister and I always considered ourselves friends, our dynamic changed when my dad became our third musketeer. All of a sudden, my sister and I were resolving conflict with him as a mediator, communicating through him via hearsay. Papa, Akka said you must call as soon as possible. Yes, Daddy, I will, in my own time. And whenever we lost each other, we knew we could find the other by finding him. Where he was, eventually became where we wanted to be. Where friends were few, in one gentle giant, we found a friend that was always plenty. Life is an accumulation of odd days and even days. At times your days can be more odd than even, and that leaves you feeling vulnerable and exposed. Fresh wounds take longer to heal, but not if Dad could help it. There were many things that he didn't understand about himself, and he never claimed to know all the remedies to every pain, and I think his awareness of this about himself is what drove his empathetic nature. Whenever there was a thorn in your side or poison on your mind, you could rest assured that my father would try to heal you. Sometimes even before addressing his own pain. Whether we slept well was always more important than whether he slept at all. Whether our bellies were full always mattered more than if he were to go hungry. Whether we were loved by everyone around us was always more important than whether he was loved or even liked at all. The most important thing about following your dreams is knowing that if you try and fail, your cup will not be empty. It's important to have faith enough in yourself that you believe rock bottom is just a new beginning. There was no feat too unimaginable or great for my father to support. When rock bottom came and our cups ran empty and our faith was weak, our father was there to lift us up. He would be strong for us. While we built the courage to start again, he would look us dead in the eye, and in the reflection of his own, the unwavering faith he had in us allowed us to not only rise, but to fly. We flew on the wings of our biggest fan. He was devoted to us, but he revered my mother. He was not a poet, and to him Romeo and Juliet was a story that he didn't care to know about. But the way he looked at my mother and laid his arm at her feet when he came home, or giggled when she cradled his head in her lap, or how he would count every line on the palms of her hands, even the ones between her toes. I'm convinced it's how love stories are wrote and how they are told. Their story will remain romantic because theirs is a love that never grows old. The kind of love you are unconscious of choosing. The kind you realize is unconditional the first time you knew you had to let go. No matter what we choose or do not choose for our lives, we were always enough for him. We were loved the same if we had chosen to be queens or paupers. When we choose to love someone, he learned about them through our eyes, so we could love them just the same. He never stopped trying to understand us, to grow with us, to evolve with us. He made sure that every step we took forward and every step we took back, he was standing right beside us, holding our hand. Our journey through life was his journey. No other life except the one that included us was life he wanted to live. We know that from today, his footprints may not be visible walking beside us, but his spirit will forever remain. From this day, every step we take will be in his name. Every choice will be made with him in mind. Every life we touch and every dream that will come true will always include him. Our children and our grandchildren will know him, and if one day in the future we are blessed to be called great parents, we will make sure that the world knows that we learn to be great from him. That every blessing we receive is a blessing that we share with the greatest Father in the world.
I thank you for that touching and moving tribute, Ishtar. On behalf of the Munthree family, we'd like to place a heartfelt thanks and appreciation to every one of you, be it the neighbors, friends, family, those of you who rallied around there during the time of evening. Before we continue, I just want to touch base with a little bit of scripture, just a little bit of food of thought for everybody that's here. There is a Tamil saint that was known as Tirunyana Sambandu, and he wrote Devaram, known as Vaga Mayamida. And I'm going to read the first two lines for you, and thereafter basically loosely translated for you that you get a better understanding of it. So it goes as such: Vaivavadam Mayamida Mannar Vadinam, Paishpo Vada Pirabekadal Pasunoi Sedal Parindan, Paisdadaram Seyman Taran Pandan Malaronam. Basically it means, O people of the world, it is false to think that the body, which is the cause of this sickness and hunger, is going to live forever. The truth is, this will perish and become dust, and therefore we have to put effort to end the ocean of birth and death. In order to do this, perform worship quickly without any delay. Remember, when it comes down to worship, it's not physically standing in front of an altar or something of that sort to do any prayer. It's basically the legacy that you leave behind, touching the souls that you meet. Sometimes putting a smile on the person's face next to you is the biggest blessing that you may receive. You don't know what's experienced by the person. From listening to every tribute that came through pride, I can tell you that is the legacy that our Father leaves behind today. We're going to have Sister Daisy do the last song, and thereafter we're going to have our saxophone player Raymond to play us a few hymns while we do the final viewing, while the immediate family offers their rose stems. Thereafter we conclude with the Aarti, allowing just the immediate family to the antechamber for the culmination of this afternoon's funeral service. I thank you. And I'll hand you over to Sister Daisy. for the last few days. Thereafter, we will meet the family members we are and so thank you. him. We ask him to please rise to the prayer. 6 fathers, please come forward.
Om